This is the Asics Solution Speed FF2, and this is my review. The Asics Solution Speed FF2 falls under the Solution Speed bucket within the Asics men's tennis shoe line. Slight overview. The four premier, and by premier I mean the most expensive, men's tennis shoes offered by Asics are the following. The Solution Speed FF2 at $130, the Solution Speed FF, the OG predecessor to this shoe, at $130, the Court FF Novak at $170, and the Gel Resolution 8. I reviewed the Gel Resolution 8. I will leave a link to that review in this corner if you haven't checked it out already, and it's at $140. Unfortunately, the only shoe that currently has a 6-month durability guarantee in Asics is the Gel Resolution 8. But let's concentrate on the Solution Speed FF2. From now on, I will call this shoe the FF2 so my tongue doesn't get twisted just like Giga Chad going down on your girlfriend while you're out of town for a tennis tournament. Asics continues with a minimalistic approach to the exterior design of this shoe, with maybe some splashes on colors on color schemes that are available. I do definitely appreciate the more subtle approach that the designers at Asics have continued to keep up with. So Asics, love it.
Love it. 6'5".
I have an expectation that all non-durability guaranteed shoes have zero break-in period, if at all. I'm glad to report that right out of the box, the FF2 had none. The very first hitting session with these shoes gave me zero foot pain and zero discomfort. You can definitely tell that the material that Asics put into these shoes are significantly softer than what they put in the Gel Resolution 8. And weighing in at only 11.8 ounces compared to the Gel Resolution's heavy weight of almost 15 ounces, this shoe is not only comfortable, but also extremely fast. The aerodynamics of the shoe definitely made it feel like it was under the 11.8 ounces it is listed at. The stability and support for the FF2s were not lacking either. You can definitely take extremely aggressive cuts on the hardcourt when playing singles and sudden stops for defensive volleys at the net for doubles without any issue at all. One thing to note, which may be a positive or negative depending on your shoe preference, these shoes felt slightly mushy when changing direction. The feedback from the shoes, from the soles of my feet to my midfoot to my ankle, felt a slight yet comfortable delay before I could push off my foot towards the other direction. This is in stark contrast to other shoes such as the old school Adidas Barricades, Nike Air Zoom Vapor Cage 4s, and the Gel Resolution 8s. These shoes put you at a pretty sudden stop when needed to be without that mushy feeling that the FF2s provide. I'm not saying these shoes are uncomfortable with aggressive cuts, but they just have a more rigid feeling when changing directions compared to a softer shoe like the FF2s. The traction for the FF2s were good as well. For the first 20 hours, even if there was a mushy feeling, it did track on the indoor surface quite well. However, after about that 20-hour mark, the treads were absolutely shredded. I started to slip, specifically with my right foot, if I couldn't plant my heel properly. And as you can see here, the toes of the shoe are as bald as your high school math teacher. Also, a small aside, the back of these shoes state that it is the Solution Speed FF, when it should definitely say the Solution Speed FF2. A slight marketing branding mishap by Asics that obviously doesn't affect the performance. So, at the end of the day, I always have to pose this question. Is this shoe worth your money? In all honesty, although it's not a bad shoe at all, there are much better options out there. If you don't mind a slightly harsher but more durable shoe, seriously, try the Gel Resolution 8s by Asics. And if you want a lightweight shoe, try the Air Zoom GP Turbo by Nike. It is a quick, soft shoe without that mushy feeling on aggressive cuts. Although I absolutely hate the back lips of those things. And as always, thank you for my YouTube members for making content like this possible. As for my next review, it kind of got delayed and got held at customs and immigrations because it didn't have the proper paperwork and not a good valid medical exemption either. But I will have the Asics Court FF2 Novak shoes for you guys in the near future. Have you guys tried FF2s? What do you guys think? Leave a comment down in the section below, and if you have a more in-depth question, please join my Discord server where there's over 700 active members. They're regularly passing around retailer coupons for larger internet websites for you guys to save some money when you're shopping. And yes, joining my Discord server is absolutely free. Unlike Novak Djokovic, the beginning of 2022. This tennis shoe review was with the black Superfeet insole, and I have a very flat arch on my foot, and my shoe size is men's 9.5. As always, guys, happy hitting.